So we're talking to Colin Ingram, who's made a dash from the Big Bash. And Colin, hope you're feeling okay after first nets and that long flight yesterday.
Yeah, it's great to be back. I was fortunate enough that I got 3 days back in South Africa before, so I was sort of caught up with the time zone. It was just great to spend some time back with the boys. A lot of familiar, friendly faces from last year, so nice to join up with the squad again.
Now, Colin, of course, you're much more comfortable this time around, being familiar with everything. But you've come from in the Big Bash conditions, obviously very different. So how was the first net session in terms of just practice?
Yeah, I always find, obviously coming off Australia where the wickets are really sort of true and quite fast. Come back here and try and just get my timing early. The net's are a great place because they're a little slower than, maybe some of the tracks we play on. So for me, it's just about adjusting, maybe waiting for the ball a bit longer and trying to build my game around that again.
Colin, we were talking to Mickey about the fact that franchise cricket needs no superstars. Are you happy with what you feel might be the bowling lineup, being the vice captain of the team? The batting lineup, sorry.
The batting lineup. Oh yeah, I mean we've got a great mix. Just when I look at, you could say no superstars, but there's some household names, who do the business week in and week out. So I think we've got a great balance in our batting lineup this year, and just the way we stack up. And then when you look at our bowling lineup, we've got some serious superstars there who perform week in, week out. So I think all bodes well going into the series.
Now, Sikandar Raza said to us that this is one of the leagues he feels that has a reputation for having very strong bowlers. So in that sense, it's more difficult for the batsmen. Did you feel that last season?
I think I did, yeah, definitely. I think, the local guys are extremely skillful, and especially under these conditions. And then if you add in, one or two seriously good spinners in each squad, those bowling lineups can be pretty strong. So it was definitely something I noticed last year. And I think it's nice. I was saying to Ravi Bopara when you wake up in the morning here as a batsman, you know you got to be on song.
And Colin, you're going from, again, very diverse climate. From here you're going to be going on to Glamorgan later in the year. So tell us a bit about how you keep fit, especially when you're eating on flights and just, country to country.
Yeah, I have noticed, especially playing more and more T20 cricket, that I have to be a little more careful with my eating, and cricket is quite sociable as well, so you got a lot of downtime. And I like to think the guys laugh at me, but I call myself the tractor or the bulldozer. I like to just keep ticking over. I think if you're sensible about it as a player these days, you can maintain your fitness. There is downtime between games at stages, and just tick over in that way and make sure. I'm definitely someone who, I'm not going to spend days out there running, but you need to be fit enough to bat for a long period and make sure you don't get injured.
We just saw you running now, so that's a good thing. But of course, finally, I just saw an article of yours in a South African paper, I think from 3 days ago, and you mentioned something very important. You said the kind of climate perhaps that we might have grown up in or used to in South Africa, you understand why it's so important for cricket to be in Pakistan. So are you excited about the fact that all these matches are going to be in Pakistan, the last leg?
Oh, most definitely. I think in that interview I said, I was quite disappointed I didn't get to play in our home city, Karachi. And to know that we're definitely going back there this year is, it's fantastic. Definitely puts a smile on my face. Another cricketing adventure, and we all know how important and how big that is for Pakistan cricket in general. So extremely excited that I'm not going to miss out on Karachi this year.